Hello, it's me, Pastor Scott Boggs of the Potter's Church, and it's January 2017. Looking forward to a new good year and wrapping up all the stuff from 2016, and just got an expectance. I'm feeling good about going into this new year, and I wanted to share briefly some thoughts of mine that was inspired mainly by the Barack Obama's farewell speech the other day here in Chicago, where I'm from, and some of the stuff that what he talked about brought up these feelings that I have on the whole Muslim Christian thing that's going on and been kind of a prominent theme in this generation. First, let me say that I've been born and raised in Bridgeview, Illinois. Love this place. Bought my house here, raising my children here. Was born and raised here. Moved from here. Lived several different places throughout my 20s and 30s. But just have boomeranged back here because I love it. And Bridgeview, we're an interesting little urban area, about 5 minutes from Chicago. And that it was, and I know that it's not anymore, but we were actually at one point the highest Muslim populated region in the United States of America. So I was blessed. I've been blessed to grow up in a region where me as a Christian, I'm a Christian, non-denominational follower of Christ, have been able to share the same restaurants, stores, grocery stores, and schools with a prominently, heavily populated Muslim people. And I've never, if you look at Bridgeview's history, we don't have a history of, ISIS terror attacks. We don't have, hate crimes going on. As a matter of fact, we have a mosque here in Bridgeview, Illinois, where the Muslims all worship. And we have a St. Fabian's Catholic Church. And, I have our church here, the Potter's Church, non-denominational Christian church. There's a Baptist church. Even over here in Nottingham, which is right next to Bridgeview, across the street on Harlem, there's a Hindu temple. and what we have is a real eclectic combination of a lot of different belief systems and houses of worship. And we have peace. And that's what I think is the most beautiful thing, and what I wanted to share. When I've thought about the relationships that I've had with other Muslim men and fathers and parents, I have found it to be true. Regardless of all the rhetoric and the fear, and I'm not denying, that there aren't sects of radical Islam, just as there have been many sects of radical Christendom. I'm not denying that. We know that. But what I've seemed to find to be the truest common denominator, when just, man to man, heart to heart, human to human, speaking with other Muslims, friends of mine, as a Christian, we all love our wives. We love our children. And I think we all feel very blessed and grateful to live in a region where we don't have a constant fear or anxiety of bombs being dropped on us, or people blowing themselves up, or there being any radical groups with guns coming in and shooting at us. And I think we all feel very blessed together to have a safe place to raise our kids, to find work, or to start businesses, and to raise our children, give them access to good education, good health care. And that seems to be what I've found living here. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I mean, as a Christian, my heart is to love people, to love and serve people with the love of Christ, regardless of your political or your religious affiliations. And I love that. I've loved that opportunity to be able to grow up in this region and have friends, who are part of other religious groups and belief systems, but to still be able to love and serve and be a representation of how I believe, the best of my own interpretations and understandings, of how Christ's red letter teachings would have taught me and still do teach me to be and strive to be. So I love this place. I love Bridgeview, Illinois. As a matter of fact, I have a dream. I've had a dream for many years. Everybody knows it. Kind of might be like a pie in the sky kind of dream. I've heard people refer to it and everything, but regardless, it's a dream. And to have a big white cross built in this community with a beautiful worship, an epic worship center underneath, with very modern, powerful, contemporary praise and worship, and real good teachings from the Bible, and just messages that are going to help Christian men and women be better husbands and wives, and to raise good moral homes and honest, good, beautiful children. And, when I think of the mosque here in Bridgeview, and then I envision this epic Christian worship center, and I think about how we all shop in the same stores, and how my kids play with Muslim kids, and just learning to respect each other. Even at birthday parties. We've had birthday parties where I've had Muslim kids come over, and we've made sure not to get pork hot dogs, or to get just to watch, just to honor them in respect, to not belittle anyone, but to love and to get understanding and to continue to just love people. When I envision Bridgeview, with a mosque here, and the Hindu temple, and a big Christian worship, epic worship center, I could almost see this place being, or should be, in like a national spotlight. Like Bridgeview, Illinois should be in a national spotlight. Like CNN or Fox News should have their cameras here and be taking a look at how here we are, nothing to fear. Just Muslims and Christians cohabiting the same region and peacefully intermingling. Our kids at the same schools and shopping at the same grocery stores, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And I just kind of wish there was more of that being reported. I think that it could kind of distill or dispel a lot of the rhetoric or the fear when we isolate our cameras on isolated pockets of radical Islam, in the Middle East, or even Christendom for that matter. I think it paints out the majority of people as being something that the majority of us aren't. And I'm going to contend and believe that the majority of Muslims and Christians alike all could dream together of a world where we live in peace. And that's that. So I just wanted to share that. And God bless you. Just some thoughts going into this year. And love you guys. God bless you. And if you want to find out more about the ministry that me and my wife oversee, we also have a thrift store over in Summit, blessing people in the community while raising funds to help a village in Tenali, India. You can check all that out at thepotterschurch.com. And I'm Pastor Scott. Again, love you. Happy New Year. Have a blessed 2017, and God bless. Peace.